Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Reg,
I'm Rob.
and this is the show. So, man, it's been a minute. We got a whole year changed on us and everything, but we got to get back on this. So, uh, what's the big topic you want to hit today?
Hey man, well, we got college football's done. We got NFL playoffs. Yeah, we could probably spend the whole show doing that.
Oh yeah.
We'll touch on
Well,
a couple other things that's going on. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going
yeah,
on.
we got to wrap up college football. So, Michigan proved you wrong, man.
Yeah, man. I so hey, it's just proof, man. Dominant line play can play a factor.
Oh yeah.
I find it funny and curious, man. The refereeing, man. Uh a buddy of mine before the game, like on another thread, we were like, all right, who's gonna win this and that? And one of them said the refs are gonna win. It was like I was
There
like,
were
man,
some missed holding calls, no doubt.
yeah, man, at inopportune times. But I kind of figured that like they was gonna let the DBs play.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of figured that, you know. But I really don't think it mattered.
Nah,
I mean, so there was some big plays, yes, but I mean, I think at the end it just would have worked out that Michigan would have won. Uh, I don't know what Harbaugh was thinking, like in the first half, like, oh well, let me try to show off my quarterback who shouldn't go in the first round, and man, yeah, well, we'll save that for draft day. Well, draft edition. But yeah, man. They came out and was running the ball down their throat. And it's like, you know what? This could be bad. This could be real bad. But Penix went on this game, and I don't know. I don't know what it was, but yeah. Michigan came to play. They came to avenge last year's embarrassment. So
they did. But the McCarthy talk is just nuts. How many? Well, we'll save draft talk for draft, but I wonder how many true first round quarterbacks we got anyway. But it'll be interesting. The thing I was excited about is a lot of wide receivers in this draft.
As you should.
Another deep wide receiver draft.
As you should be.
Of course, everybody wants an edge rusher. Everybody wants an offensive tackle. There's a couple of them. Yeah. That's going to make people happy.
What are you going to do with Pittman?
Look.
You franchising him?
If you ask me, they got to go ahead and pay that man. But I would franchise. I would go ahead and do what GMs do, which is go ahead and franchise, eat the 23, buy me a year. We can still negotiate a long-term deal in the end if he signs his franchise tag. And that's probably the way to go. But, I like Pitt. I wasn't like, oh yeah, he's this number one receiver, before the season, but he earned his money. In the Colts offense, he definitely earned his money.
I like him, but no.
Well, here's the thing.
Well, for the Colts, yeah, you need to make that happen. You really don't want to go into next season with Pierce and Downs.
Pierce Downs and some others.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, and others.
Yeah. I will say this. I hear what you're saying. I still want to draft a wide receiver in the first round.
Oh no, you need a wide receiver. Yes,
a big timer.
Yes, you need a threat. You need.
Everybody. I love Josh Downs. I think he's going to be good. I think he's a great slot receiver, and I think he'll be a nice safety valve for Anthony Richardson coming back. But I want a big play guy. I really want Rome Odunze from Washington, but at 15,
No.
well, we said that about these wide receivers, this class of wide receivers. They lasted till 20.
Yeah, but no. You might get what's the other dude?
There's Neighbors out of
Jalen.
LSU.
The other well, no, he's gonna be gone. Yeah. like they like Harrison Neighbors or dudes, they're gonna be gone.
Right.
They're gonna be gone.
Harrison's no chance.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, they're gonna be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Some way, shape, or form, they're gonna go, and they're gonna go pretty early. Yeah, so you're looking outside of that, which there's still quality receivers.
Well, a first round corner would be nice. I don't know. Ballard likes big corners. So I don't know who the big corner is in this draft, but he usually likes 6'2", 6'3" guys. So I don't know if we got that, but
yeah,
we need a safety, but I think you can wait on the safety. Obviously, you always want to shore up your line depth. We really need to re-sign Grove. We really need to re-sign Kenny Moore. So it's like there's only so much you can do with that cap space. So
yeah.
We'll
but
see.
Look, enough about the draft. My squad's got a game this weekend.
That's nice. That's nice.
That's insane, man.
That's the thing. This is serious pain. So the year we beat Pittsburgh, we still just couldn't get the 10, man. You got to get the 10. You got to get the 10.
Hey, man. I'm
and how y'all got the 10 and you lost to Arizona and New England.
And New England.
At the crib.
Got whooped by New England. Yeah. Hey, man. Let it show that sometimes you have the answer already in the building.
Mm-hmm. What I mean, are you saying Mason Rudolph was the answer?
Compared to the rest of that room, that's like best possible answer. Like, and the multiple choices, like best possible answer. Yeah, that was him. Yeah, he had a rough start when he got his first shot. Yeah, that it didn't go well. But I think the fact that he stuck around, and then like for us to bring him back, like it was just something to that. And I mean, I still liked him better than Trubisky. You already know where I'm at on that.
I do.
Pickett, I wasn't happy with the pick, and I'm not discarding Pickett and no, that needs to end. We still need to see. We still need to see. The injury.
Him with a competent OC.
Yeah, I mean, it looked good that very first game.
Yeah,
I mean, so yeah, the jury's still out. But yeah, I had no idea why the whole Trubisky thing, and I mean, it shows. It's not like, I mean, so he's putting up these stats, and everyone's throwing those stats out there, these Purdy stats. Well, since he's been starting in but I mean, I'm not kidding myself here. I'm not going to be on the mountaintop like Mason Rudolph is but it just shows that all we needed was somebody just to manage the game. Like, I mean, he throws a much better deep ball than the other two.
Well, I'll tell you, Deontay and Pickens seem to be happier.
Oh no, they should. Yeah, they get to eat. They get to eat. So yeah, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I'm happy with the matchup we got. I mean, I'm not saying we're going to beat Buffalo, but we do have a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, Allen gives you chances.
Oh yeah.
And we get Fitzpatrick back. So
you got Minka, but you lose TJ.
Yeah, but you know what, man? We'll get pressure. I'm not saying like he can just be replaced. No, he's ignorant. He's ignorant. He's one of the top defensive players in the league, no doubt. But we'll still get pressure.
Right.
we probably won't get that all play, like I'm gonna tip it and to myself and intercept it or the strip fumble, but we'll get pressure, and then we'll see if he gets comfortable or not.
Well, you didn't slip into the NFL playoff preview real quick, so let's go ahead and talk this game real quick. Pittsburgh at Buffalo, Sunday afternoon, cold weather.
But that don't matter.
Nasty weather, wind. Well,
that
helps, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That helps the
we
defense.
Run the ball.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you feel better about your run defense?
No. No. So, yeah, they're like spot, but this would be one of those games where, like, McDermott will put it on Allen, and he doesn't need to.
Right.
Everyone wants to showcase their star player, like, oh, he's this and that. Like we were just mentioning with McCarthy. Like, oh, you want to showcase him, but no, that's not the answer.
Right.
And so, yeah, that'll probably happen. We'll get a couple picks, and we'll see what we do with it. I mean, even in this weather, all we got to hit is like one deep ball, and then we got something. So we'll see.
Are you going to actually pick your boys?
My head is telling me, nah, don't do that. But I'm a fan, man. I'm in. Chalk me up. Steelers winning. Steelers winning. Buffalo isn't that anyway. Like, they didn't implode completely like I thought they would, but no, that team's not it, man. It's basically gonna be Baltimore and like KC if they get their wide receivers to catch the ball. I love how the Redskins are keeping the enemy from going over to help.
Yeah, that's cold.
Yeah, that's garbage, but it is what it is.
Well, my official pick is Buffalo. I actually think Buffalo's pretty dangerous. Not the juggernaut that people, even me at the beginning of the season, thought they'd be. Defensively, they can be had. I mean, that Miami game, Miami is so depleted, walking wounded. I mean, they got Melvin Ingram playing. I mean, the ghost of Melvin Ingram playing defensive end. And Miami should have maybe won that game. And it's basically what you said about Josh Allen, which is he threw two in the end zone, and he just gives you plays. I mean, he's going to give you opportunities. So, but, he's like Favre in that sense that you might have that stat line where he's got 2 INTs, but he might have 3 or 4 of those TDs. So I think Buffalo wins at home. It would not shock me if Pittsburgh won the game because Buffalo has kind of choked in the playoffs. So, but I think Buffalo at home. So let's start with the first game.
Let me just clear this. I'm not delusional, people.
Yeah,
I'm not claiming my Steelers are a threat to do some damage in the playoffs.
Not at all.
I'm not going there. I'm not. I mean,
but you said they can win one game.
I'm a little crazy, but I ain't that crazy. So if we win it, it's gonna be great. But I won't be having my chest out like we about to do this. No.
It'd be great for a week. Then you gotta go to Baltimore and play the real Ravens.
Hey, we took care of the real Ravens early in the year.
See, you're gonna talk.
But that was at home, though. You're
gonna talk yourself into this now. So,
of course.
All right. So let's talk Saturday. So the first game, the AFC South Invitationals, normally in that 4:30 spot, should have been my Indianapolis Colts, but I digress. But it's CJ Stroud, quarterback, who I kind of thought was pretty good last year, versus Cleveland and that number 1 ranked defense when Myles Garrett plays, and the old man Joe Flacco. So, what you think? What's your angle on this?
I'm going Cleveland. I just think their line it will be too much. Their D-line will be too much. He's not going to get comfortable back there. They're decent on the back end too. So yeah, I just think that alone is going to win the game for them. Now, how Flacco plays will depend on how big the margin is. But yeah,
Now you mentioned it, so I'm gonna go ahead and open that door. Flacco, we talked about Josh Allen giving Joe Flacco gonna give him
so here's the thing, like Flacco can return to true Flacco and give them the 3 picks and whatnot.
Right.
But I don't think Houston's gonna be able to score, man. It's gonna be rough. Okay. So like if Flacco has a true Flacco game, not these last 4 weeks, if he has a true Flacco game, then you're talking like a 13-6 game or some mess like that. If he continues what he's been doing, then I think this is going to get ugly.
Well, I'm picking the Texans. I just kind of have a feeling, man. This CJ Stroud is the truth. It's no doubt. He's the truth. He's that pass where he was backpedaling, he just threw it, and everybody in the stadium thought he was just throwing it away, and then Nico Collins catches it for a first down. That was unreal. That was unbelievable. And I just, at home, even though Houston doesn't have a home field advantage, it'll be the first time their stadium is filled all season. But I feel like Houston's going to beat them. And as a person that observed a backup quarterback put 38 on Cleveland, they're not invincible.
No.
It can happen. The main thing, the scary thing is Amari Cooper destroyed them a few weeks ago, but I just don't see that happening again. So I'm actually going to pick the Texans, and that's going to make me even more mad when the Texans go to the divisional round. So we split on the first two. I think we'll be at a consensus with the cold weather Saturday night game. So you got Miami at Kansas City. What do you think?
No, Kansas City. It's not. Yeah, it's not going to be friendly for Miami, and Miami's beat up, man. It's bad. It's unfortunate that you're not going to get the game you should get, but right. Yeah.
Well, the only thing I'll say is they have a puncher's chance just because Tyreek Hill is ridiculous. And so maybe offensively they could put a couple on the board, but I just don't see it. I don't see it. It's funny to me because I had the pleasure of going to a Dolphins game a couple years ago, and it was about 65, 70 degrees. And you got Floridians like shivering with the breeze of 70 degrees. So -5.
Yeah.
And all those guys, they used to that Florida heat. I mean, that's bone-chilling cold. And I don't think anybody really likes to play in that bone-chilling cold, but I do think Kansas City will be more equipped for it.
Yeah.
So I'm picking the Chiefs, which is dangerous for the rest of the AFC. So I actually went with the 4 division winners, or the 3 division winners plus Baltimore. But so that would set up a Houston, Baltimore, KC, Pats first road game at Buffalo.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. And then you're looking at a Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and Cleveland going to Kansas City. Yeah. And Pat not playing a road game.
Still.
That'd be ugly. All right. What about the NFC? Interesting matchups at 4:30. I know where your mom's rooting interest is on that one in Jerry's world. Green Bay, Dallas. What you got?
Dallas.
Yeah. Dallas at home.
Yeah.
They're kind of a machine there. And Green Bay, Green Bay did a respectable job of getting into the playoffs. Jordan Love looked really good. He made everybody look good, and He made Green Bay's management look good. And
everybody take notes, please.
Yeah.
Everybody take notes, please.
Patient with the quarterback, let him sit for 4 years, and
I mean, you may not have to let him sit that long, but like it's rare to get a quarterback who's ready day one in the NFL, especially nowadays with quarterbacks not really like I'm always big on starts and whatnot. Right. You don't get enough starts to see everything and deal with everything. So I'm all for sitting, but nobody is. They got to play. They got to play.
I think one of the things that happens, though, I mean, it's the same thing that happened with us. And I know you were adamant against Anthony Richardson playing, but I mean, who you gonna play? I mean, yes, Gardner Minshew ended up having a good, decent season, but Aaron Rodgers, it's easy to sit Jordan Love. But how many teams
I understand
are going to have a guy say, hey, we got this guy, but we like this guy, and we're willing to spend a first-round pick.
You need to go get someone. So it's either be bad with the kid and mess up his psyche, basically, with failure that he's never had to deal with before because he's always been better than everybody.
Bryce Young.
Or you be bad with the backup, with the kid learning and seeing like, that doesn't work. That doesn't work, you know?
But I guess my thing is, because obviously Patrick Mahomes sat for a whole season and, you know, he got picked 10th, sat a whole season, learned under Alex Smith, learned under Andy Reid, scout team terror. And, you know, they just let Alex go. It was like, it's time for you to go, Alex.
Yeah.
Have fun in Washington, and we got our guy.
I do get it. Like, from everything that's coming out of KC, is like KC knew Mahomes was like obscene.
Right.
So like as a team, you're probably like, no, this guy needs to be playing.
Right.
But you know, as a player, you want to win now. You're not looking at the bigger picture. You want to win right now.
Right.
So I think that was great. That worked.
It worked out a little bit, didn't it? That's working out very well.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's much analysis. I think Green Bay is good. I think offensively they might be able to hang a little bit, but I just think Dallas will score too many points, which sounds ridiculous to say, but it is. I think Dallas is going to score too many points. So what do you think about Sunday night, the Matthew Stafford return game to Detroit?
Hey, man. If I'm a Lions fan, I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling good.
Yeah.
The Rams got it figured out. It's rolling. And I would not be feeling good if I was a Lions fan. I'm going Rams. And I'm going Rams.
Well, I tell you, the Rams have it all. I mean, and they're young too. They got a nice running game. That Puka Nacua came out of nowhere, and you still got Cooper Kupp, and you got a quarterback that can distribute the rock. Yeah, here's the thing. Detroit is really good offensively, so I think the difference is the matchup is Detroit's offense versus the Rams. This is going to be a shootout. So
but the Rams run the rock.
They do.
If you run the rock, the other team doesn't have the ball.
You know, but Detroit's capable of running it too now.
Well, no, that's
Gibbs.
true.
And I love Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, this is the fantasy football influence of things. I mean, he's something else. I mean, that ended up being a great pick. I mean, did Brad Holmes miss at all? I mean, you got
No.
Branch, you got Laporta. Of course,
Yeah.
Laporta probably won't play.
Yeah, he won't play.
And we got Gibbs, and then St. Brown is a beast. I it's I guess the thing is I'm stalling because Jared Goff, man. I don't know. That's the only thing. I hate to be like that, but as Cam said, Goff is a game manager. He's a game
Yes.
manager. He's not a
Yes.
game changer, but he also can get you beat. So
Yes.
I think Detroit's gonna squeak by at home. I'm listening to all my picks and I'm picking all the home teams, which probably is not going to happen, but I think Detroit's going to get them at home and set up that Detroit Dallas rematch that everybody wants.
Mm-hmm.
So that last one Monday night, what you think? You got Philly, who is on the struggle bus. You got Tampa, who I guess technically is on the struggle bus.
They've been on the struggle bus. Like,
so, which struggling team comes out on Monday?
Philly wins.
Okay.
But if this goes left and they lose, it could get ugly in a hurry. It can get ugly in a hurry. I mean, stuff's coming out. The locker room ain't right, and and that's never a good thing. But if they can't pull it together for this,
right,
especially against this Tampa team, it's like, it was like somebody has to be here from the division.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So Philly wins.
Is AJ Brown okay?
Jalen's not okay.
No, he's not. He's been
He's
hurt
not
since
okay.
like week
So,
2.
it's like you can't throw the ball, and so you can't catch it if it don't get thrown to you.
Right.
So, yeah, man. I Philly limps by.
Literally.
Yeah, and then yeah.
Then their season's gonna be over.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be able to match San Francisco. Even though you would think that would be a big pride game for them going out to San Francisco, but
they
of course in your picks,
I'm about
the
to
Rams
say,
go to the Niners,
the Rams would go to the Niners,
and Philly goes to Dallas.
It's a whole different ball game.
It is.
That's a whole different ball game.
That would be very interesting.
Yes,
very interesting.
Because you're not scared of division rivals.
Nope. You know them.
Yes.
You know them too well. So that's part of the reason why I told you Tennessee was going to take care of Jacksonville. Although Jacksonville, isn't that the quietest implosion? Like, nobody's talking about the fact that Jacksonville just straight collapsed. They literally on the verge of being the 1 seed.
Yeah.
At 8-3, playing a backup quarterback, Jake Browning on Monday night. To get beat there, Trevor Lawrence gets hurt, and then all of a sudden, big time slide.
So you fired a whole defensive staff.
Yeah.
But your offense didn't do anything.
Exactly.
Like, you got nothing out of that. And it didn't matter if it was Beathard or Lawrence at the end. It's like, you got nothing out of your offense.
Yeah.
They're that scared. And the defensive guy gets it, him and his staff.
Yeah. Yeah. That didn't sit well with me, but that's just one of those things that, I don't know. That was a head scratcher to me. That's a head scratcher. But I do think that they did miss Christian Kirk a lot more than they let on. But it's just weird though because everybody's got people hurt. So
Yeah,
you
it's
got to
their
get it
time of
done.
year.
You got Ridley, Zay Jones was in and out of the lineup. Kirk was out, but they still had Ingram. They still had ETN.
Yeah,
And
the weapons were still there.
I guess my question, we kind of slide into this is, you know, Trevor Lawrence, is he the guy? You know, he was highly touted coming out. He was a consensus number one pick.
Mm-hmm.
Is Trevor Lawrence, dare I say, a bust?
No, I'm not going there yet. I'm not going there yet. Yeah, I'm not going there. Yeah, there's other quarterbacks I got on that list who
One of them's in New York. We
yeah,
talk we talk
yeah,
about that. And
yeah.
literally your preseason get now, you haven't put together the clips yet. But
No,
man, you hit the nail on the head with the Giants. They might go quarterback.
they need to. They better figure it out. They better find a way to get one of the three.
Mm-hmm. Well, they'll probably go offensive line
No.
because again, they need to fix the offensive line.
Yeah, but
Or you got to go.
you
I don't know, like
you
the
already
receiver. They could
you're
go
already
receiver.
saying Neal is a bust. The
Yeah,
tackle
they'll
2 years in.
they'll probably go offensive line. They probably will.
No, you don't go get you a quarterback. you,
Well, here's the thing. That's going to be the debate, though. Is like, okay, Caleb Williams, and some people are saying Drake May above Caleb, which
don't do that.
so the other thing too is, are you taking a quarterback out of North Carolina? Is that a narrative? I mean, if Ohio State quarterback,
hey man, you gotta. It's the old fool me once and fool me
right,
twice.
are you taking a quarterback out of North Carolina? I don't
So
know.
you already know my answer. It's no. I like May, but no, you're not that high. No,
Yeah.
You're picking that high. You need real help. However, in the Giants case, that is the piece you need.
That's the piece.
I mean,
well, what are they
take
going
care
to
of
do?
Saquon.
They're going to
Take care
franchise
of Saquon because that's what makes the ship go.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of him.
Yeah.
But go get you a quarterback because that 80 million guaranteed you gave old boy, nah, dumb.
Well, here's another question. Is Chicago going to keep Justin Fields?
Hey,
Or are they going to trade him?
Man, everything I'm hearing out of there and whatnot, no.
They're going to pick Caleb and they're going to trade him.
There's stuff on the internet from like they beat writers and stuff, like for the new offensive coordinator and stuff, like talking to him, like his people to get feedback. It's like, you ain't even drafted this cat and he's got keys. Like, and I don't like it. I like Williams. And maybe he'll prove worth it, but I'm sorry, man. If I can get 3 number ones out of an unproven commodity, yeah, I think I got to do that. That's like, what? You want the sweater that's in the bottom of my closet? You gonna give me all of that? Here, man. I think I get it. I get the whole concept because you reset the pay scale for the quarterback. You got 5 years. You're putting pieces in place, good pieces. It's starting to come together. The biggest question would be, will that up and coming team with all these pieces that are coming together be willing to be like, this new guy is our leader and he's going to take us to where we need to go, when from all reports, like the locker room is pro Justin.
Yeah, they solidly behind them, especially DJ Moore.
Yeah. So But I mean, stuff that I'm reading from like these beat writers and stuff, ones I argued with over Trubisky and whatnot, they're making it seem like they are going to move him. To which I don't know what you're getting. What you getting in return?
Well, that's interesting because the tea leaves to me, if you keep Flus, to me, it didn't make sense to keep Flus and not keep Fields because make a clean break, right?
Yeah.
Get you a new head coach, get
Mm-hmm.
you a new quarterback. Let's start over. But you keep Flus, and I'll be honest with you, and you know I'm not big on the Bears at all. I mean, I'm like,
Well, that's good reason for that.
but I thought they were figuring it out. I really did. I think if they get a competent OC, somebody that will be willing to tailor the offense to Justin Fields' skill set, I do think they need to take the handcuffs off. I mean, is Justin
Yeah,
Fields a game manager?
I don't think so.
But
But
I'm just saying, take the
yeah.
handcuffs off. Keep Flus got to keep calling the defense because the team changed when he was calling the defense,
Mm-hmm.
and let this guy go. I mean, and I think they can win. They can win 8 or 9, 10 games next year if they do that.
I wonder if Atlanta learned their lesson from last summer and be first in line for Justin.
They need to be first in line for some quarterback. And here's the thing: the best job, obviously, we haven't talked about Pete Carroll yet. We haven't talked about Vrabel yet. And then Nick Saban, the legend, death taxes in Bama.
Mm-hmm.
Does it end when Nick walks out the door, or has he established a legacy enough that the next guy can? I mean, the next guy can't be Nick Saban. So, but is that thing humming enough that it could run without the guy that made it go?
But 3 more years? Well, probably not even that. With the transfer portal now the way it is,
Yeah.
nah. It may be next year or bust. It's like it'll be a mass exodus if it don't go right next year.
Mm-hmm. Kirby Smart seemed like he got the SEC on lock now. So that's going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, all the big changes in college football. I mean, Michigan and Washington will have their rematch. Michigan's got to play Texas. I think Michigan's playing Oregon too, aren't they?
Yep. Yeah, they got a schedule.
And then of
They
course they
have a
play Ohio
schedule.
State.
If you go by this year's teams, yes,
Right.
they have a schedule. They got a real schedule.
IU's got to go to Seattle next year.
Hey man, Pasadena, man, UCLA.
Yeah, they get this. Hey, we going to the Rose Bowl, baby.
Yeah, man. Get there one way or the other. Yeah. Might make that trip because it ain't gonna happen.
That was it.
Any other time. I mean,
so yeah, that's gonna be interesting. But the Nick Saban thing, that's such a huge thing. For like, who do you get?
I have no idea.
I mean, you almost have to get an established guy, don't you?
Mm-hmm. But
do you want you want to give like somebody on staff the keys? I mean, don't say Bill O'Brien or something silly like that.
Wow.
Bill O'Brien's back in New England.
Yeah.
So like who's on staff that you're not gonna give it to Tommy Reese?
I have no idea, man. I don't know where.
Maybe they go after Loxley. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. That would be interesting. You are right. That's interesting.
I don't know.
Fine.
But somebody's about to get the keys to the Mercedes.
Oh, yeah.
They get the keys to the Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't crash it, fella. So, what's the best?
Is he going to get one of these NFL jobs?
That's what I'm saying. What's the best NFL opening?
The best NFL opening. as much as it's gonna pain me to say this,
You're gonna
I
say it.
still think the Chargers job
Oh,
is
I
the
knew
best
you were
job.
gonna say it. You said it
I,
with Justin Herbert.
so yes, yes. So there's that unfortunate part of the deal.
They are in cap hell though.
Him and his contract
Mm-hmm.
and the ceiling already being hit. Yes, that is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
They got talent. They have talent. Like there's talent all over that team, and it's like, yeah. I mean, I if Atlanta go gets a quarterback,
Mm-hmm. Atlanta's the best job.
yeah, that would be your spot.
Mm-hmm.
And there's gonna be stuff available. Yeah,
I think Atlanta's the best job. I mean, if they get Kirk Cousins, now of course coming off an Achilles, that might
yeah,
be
but this is Achilles. It's not his arm.
right.
So no,
So let's say they grab Kirk in free agency.
mm-hmm.
You think that's a better job now? If Kirk Cousins was quarterback.
Look, I'd take that Atlanta job if they brought in like Jameis. I like anything other than what they had, man. That was neglect. That was neglect.
Malpractice is the word, the optimum word. There were a lot of the NFC QBs, man. We said at the beginning of the year.
Captain Collusion. That's Atlanta, dog.
It
Captain
was
Collusion, dog. Like
the NFC QBs, man. That's why Tampa Bay can make the playoffs. Uh, Philly lost 5 or 6, made the playoffs.
Reg. Think about this for Atlanta. Lamar Jackson's tendered non-exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pay the man and give up just two number one draft picks when to move up in the draft is costing you 3.
Mm-hmm.
You can get established former MVP,
mm-hmm.
game changer,
mm-hmm.
and you're the first one to come out and be like, we're not going to go after Lamar.
Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly.
I hope they go through quarterback hell like the Bears for the rest of their franchise history. Like, this is your just due for that malpractice, as you said. Like, yeah, like you cannot be serious. How you? Hey, like I sent you the tweet. Like 5 teams was like, we're not gonna mess with Lamar, and 4 of them coaches got fired.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Maybe Lamar was not going anywhere. Maybe the Ravens were like, go ahead, but
you have to try. You have to try, man. Like, so yes, he was barking, I want a guaranteed contract. Mm-hmm. All you had to do was make the contract. Basically, what Baltimore made is like, we're gonna throw you this money. We're not gonna guarantee the whole thing, but you're gonna get a good chunk guaranteed, like a high percentage guaranteed. And at that point, then you could have made Baltimore move. I'm like, there's no like Atlanta. I'm like, you've been drafting young weapons. You've been drafting young weapons, and it's like, so you went and got Bijan, but like, apparently you don't think much of Bijan either because you don't give him the rock in crunch time.
Well,
like when you need yards, you got Allergy in there, like. So
that's why somebody had to get fired. I don't like talking about people like that, but Arthur Smith was not the guy.
Yeah, but like
terrible decisions.
Like, dog, can the team president or like whoever struck down the deal, like, nah, don't.
What was that? Fontenot? Is Fontenot still there?
I don't know, man, but it's like, yeah, whoever struck that down, like, no, we're not going to pursue him at all. It's like, no, I need you to come to my office.
Well, might have been the owner, might have been Blanks.
Yeah. I saw where he was trying to explain, like, we didn't have cap room. It's like, no, you could have pulled that one off. You could have pulled that off.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you could have pulled that one off.
Horrible. Should have pulled it off.
Yeah, that was horrible. But you see what happened.
it's very interesting that Lamar saga. I mean, that seems a long time ago, but I love how John Harbaugh handled it. Basically, he was like, "Y'all coming to my table with this? Lamar's still our quarterback, and I expect Lamar to be here when the season starts."
Yeah.
So to think that Lamar actually wrote the farewell, I got to dig that tweet up. The
Oh yeah.
farewell tweet to Baltimore.
And he should have been gone. He should have been gone. I mean, I wish we was in position to have the money to get him like, oh yeah, well, but
I was,
you you know how I feel about your organization up
I
top.
just was
So
kind of like,
yeah.
tires. Take a
But
look. Maybe
no.
think
Yeah,
of it a different way, but they were enamored with one Anthony Richardson,
no.
which we gonna see. I tell you what, I'm looking forward to Anthony Richardson and my guy JT.
I I
And
actually think him being hurt this year and able to be able to sit and watch will help him
well, it'll
more
help
than
him.
if he
It'll
would have
help him.
played this year. I
I
think
just
that
hope
helped
he
him
can
more.
find a way to run those quarterback runs without getting hurt. So that's the main thing.
But
I
I
mean,
mean,
I
that's
look
the
at
thing.
Josh Allen. He's throwing his body all over the place. Of course, Josh Allen's what? Is he 6'6", 6'5"?
Yeah, 6'5". But AR ain't small.
That's what I'm saying. He's like 6'4", 6'5".
But yeah, the goal should be to not have to do that. I mean, I had gripes with how Lamar was developed. And it's like, this isn't it. This isn't it. This isn't going to win you a championship.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and I actually still don't.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
Well,
but we'll
we'll see.
see.
We'll
Yeah,
see if Baltimore wins the championship. So,
yeah,
all right, man. I think I'm gonna let you go, and maybe we can do another quick one.
yeah, man. We
So
got a
we
lot of
got some catching up to
basketball.
do. We got
Yeah,
some catching up to do. The
yes,
Clippers are actually good now. So
yeah.
James Harden's making me look bad.
That's temporary. Don't worry
And they
about it.
just gave Kawhi 153 million guaranteed.
Dumb. I like Kawhi, but nah.
153 million over a 3-year extension.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, we gotta do this again. So and
Yes.
I gotta amend my 23 to 24. So
Yeah.
I've been thinking about nominees, man. I'm gonna leave a whole bunch of great players off this list. So
Yeah. Yeah, man. We got a lot to catch up on. No more Tiger and Nike. What?
I know that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. What's next, man? We getting rid of Jordans? We
I
I
know.
mean,
Well, Jordan is so synonymous with the Nike brand that, but man, Tiger was the second
yes,
one.
yes,
He was,
yes,
you
man.
can't even think about Tiger playing without seeing that swoosh, that white swoosh on that red sweater that he was going to wear on Sunday
Yeah.
or the shirt. So yeah, and the Nike golf balls.
Yeah. We'll see how that golf division does.
Oh, the golf division is basically solved now.
Yeah.
So I think to hear Tiger's going tailor made, probably. I
I
think
think
that's where
so.
he's leaning. So that'll be interesting. Very interesting. We're off to a great start to the year. So until then, I'm Reg.
I'm Rob.
That was the show.